17th century, Prague. Scholar Georg Barish had a particular concern. It was a thick parchment book, quietly occupying a corner of his study. The volume was filled with dozens of strange illustrations and scripts and characters he had never seen before. Barish, who had a deep fascination with alchemy, already possessed many mysterious old books, but this one was the most unusual of them all. Not only was its content strange, but there was no known origin or history attached to it, making it impossible to even assign it a value. Barish tried to study the book in various ways, but even with his years of accumulated knowledge, it was beyond his ability to decipher its contents. Believing he could not solve the mystery alone, Barish sought help from Athanasius Kircher, a scholar from the Jesuit college in Rome. Kircher had published a Coptic dictionary before and was respected for his work in deciphering ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. Barish sent Kircher a letter along with excerpts from the book, asking him to attempt a translation. But instead of replying with a translation, Kircher wrote back asking if Barish would be willing to send him the entire manuscript. It was as if Kircher had glimpsed some great secret within its pages and was eager to investigate further. Barish refused. Until his death, he never handed the book over to anyone. In 1662, when Barish passed away, the book was given to his close friend, Marcus Marci, the rector of Charles University. Marci, in turn, sent the manuscript to Kircher, accompanied by a short letter. "My dear friend left me this book, and as soon as it came into my hands, I resolved to send it to you. For no one other than you will be able to read it." Whether Kircher ever deciphered the manuscript remains unknown, as no such records survive. For more than 200 years afterward, the mysterious book vanished from historical record. During this time, as documents in the Collegio Romano library were seized or lost, the ancient manuscript lay hidden in some forgotten corner. It resurfaced in 1912 when bookseller Wilfred Voynich discovered it. At the time, the Collegio Romano library was clearing its shelves and selling books cheaply. Among them was this strange manuscript, which Voynich purchased. Since then, the book has become known as the Voynich Manuscript, a name that still stirs curiosity today. Its secrets have remained unsolved for centuries. The Voynich Manuscript, with its bizarre drawings and indecipherable text, immediately captured the attention of scholars upon its rediscovery. Research determined that it was produced sometime between 1404 and 1438. The cover was made of calf skin, and its parchment pages were thicker than usual. It likely once had 272 pages, but 32 have mysteriously disappeared, leaving 240 pages today. It contains numerous illustrations believed to be drawn by the author and is written in approximately 170,000 characters, forming over 35,000 words. Yet despite over a century of research since 1912, only surface details like these are known. Its contents remain impenetrable because its illustrations and script match nothing else known to humankind. The manuscript's illustrations are strange and enchanting. Most depict plants, yet these plants do not resemble any known species on Earth. Some have flowers blooming from their roots. Others have stems and leaves with eyeball-like growths. They are plants unknown to science. Other illustrations suggest knowledge in a variety of fields. One of the most puzzling appears to depict a spiral galaxy. If the manuscript indeed dates to the 15th century, this would be extraordinary, as neither modern astronomy nor telescopes existed at that time. Some scholars note that the dots and circles in the drawing resemble the structure of our own Milky Way, suggesting it might represent the solar system. But no one can explain how such knowledge could have been obtained in the 1400s. Over time, researchers began focusing not only on the illustrations, but also on the script. At first glance, the text seems like meaningless doodles. Some even suspected it was a hoax. But upon closer inspection, the symbols revealed linguistic patterns. Certain characters never appeared together, much like how in English, QS or DX are rarely paired. Some words appear repeatedly while others occur only once. These patterns suggested the writing might be descriptive prose, possibly an explanatory text. Repeated arrangements of identical symbols are common in ancient manuscripts intended to explain something. However, the script matched no known language or alphabet, ancient or modern. Despite extensive study, no progress was made toward true translation. Since 1912, countless theories have been proposed. It is a lost language from an ancient civilization. It's a clever forgery. It's a personal encyclopedia made by an eccentric scholar. In 2009, manuscript researcher Edith Sherwood proposed a new idea. The Voynich Manuscript is an elaborate anagram. She claimed its words were Italian anagrams that, when rearranged, would reveal names of common plants. Anagrams were indeed a popular cipher during the Renaissance, making her theory plausible. However, anagrams are difficult to solve quickly, and there was no definitive proof that the manuscript's text was based on Italian. National Geographic later explored her theory and pointed out further coincidences. The manuscript's features were similar to ciphers, used by Milan's ruling Sforza family. Some of its galaxy drawings resembled Milanese architecture. Many illustrations looked similar to Venetian artistic styles. Still, these ideas were speculative and could not prove anything about the text's meaning. Interest in the Voynich manuscript grew over time, but research results lagged far behind. It joined the Phaistos Disc and the Rohank Codex as one of the world's 3 great undeciphered manuscripts, the holy grail of cryptography. Then in September 2017, a man named Nicholas Gibbs claimed to have solved it. Gibbs, a television writer, argued that the manuscript was written in abbreviations. For example, instead of spelling aqua, it was shortened to AQ. This, he claimed, was why it had remained undecipherable for so long. According to him, the manuscript wasn't mystical at all, but rather a book of herbal medicine for women. But scholars rejected his claim. They noted that Gibbs's conclusions were based purely on illustrations, not on actual decoding of the text. His theory was something anyone could guess from looking at the pictures. Moreover, holes appeared in his arguments, and later follow-up work failed to substantiate them. Others have also claimed success. Greg Kondrak tried to decode it with AI algorithms. Gerard Cheshire claimed it was written in a form of proto-Romance language. None of these theories have held up to scrutiny. More than a century after its rediscovery, and perhaps 6 centuries after it was written, the Voynich manuscript remains an enigma. A massive parchment volume filled with fantastical illustrations and an unrecognizable script. Why did its author create such a work? Was it meant to hide forbidden knowledge? Could it be the last record of a long-lost civilization? One more advanced than we imagine. Perhaps the greatest mysteries of our civilization are not ours at all. This was Midnight Journey.